The Oppo K3 and the Realme X, they're pretty similar phones. They have identical specs, identical software, and technically they're priced the same. There are a couple of differences though. While Realme offers 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage as base, the Oppo K3, it offers 6 gigs of RAM but 64 gigs of storage as base. That said, the major difference between these two, that'd have to be the rear cameras. So how do they compare? Which set of cameras are better? That's what we aim to find out in today's video. Hey guys, Ash here from C4eTech. If you do end up liking what you see, please don't forget to turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. So let's start with the hardware. The Realme X uses a Sony IMX586 as the primary sensor. This is everybody's favorite 48 megapixel sensor. It's paired with a f1.7 lens. On the other hand, the Oppo K3, it uses the older Sony IMX519, the same sensor from the OnePlus 60 and even the Realme 3 Pro. This time, it's paired with the f1.7 lens too. Under good light, both cameras perform well. The colors are slightly different, but both sets of images, they look nice. When you pixel peep, look at the full resolution image, you can see that the Realme X has a bit more detail. Now see the veins of this leaf? Punching in, there's a lot more detail on the image shot with the Realme X. Given the similar f1.7 aperture, there is no difference with regards to background blur or bokeh. The Realme X does have slightly better dynamic range though. Now this phone also comes with a 48 megapixel mode. It shoots 12 megapixels by default, and those are the images that we've been seeing so far. With the 48 megapixel mode, the X's detail advantage, it increases. Like, look at the window here. Much sharper and more detailed on the Realme X's shot. Both phones have a saturation boost option. It's called Chroma Boost on the Realme and Dazzle Color on the Oppo. Here I feel Oppo's done a better job. Realme seems to be a little too aggressive for my liking. Now as for portraits, both phones have secondary depth sensors. The Realme X has a 5 megapixel depth sensor compared to the 2 megapixel one on the K3, and Realme does seem to handle edges a little better. Apart from that, they also have more detail in the shot. Now look at his face here. Though beauty mode is turned off on the K3, it kind of feels like a little bit of detail is lost. I also like Realme's skin tones better. Under low light, both phones come with dedicated night modes, and while the Realme X's colors are off at times, like here it's more yellowy while Oppo's gone colder, there's a bluish hue that looks more pleasing. That said, the Realme X consistently gets brighter images with more detail. Now here's another example. I'm pretty sure you can see the difference. As far as video goes, both phones can shoot 4K video at 30 FPS. They have similar amounts of detail, but the color is better with the Realme X. At 1080p, both phones get electronic stabilization and they both do a similarly good job. As you can see, both clips are quite stable. Coming to the selfie shooters, both phones sport 16 megapixel cameras with f2.0 lenses. Now this is Sony's IMX471 sensor. Now despite identical hardware, I like Oppo's skin tones more. The image is also a little brighter and seems to have marginally better dynamic range. Look at the shadows to the back. But the Realme X, it does do far better with edge detection when it comes to the portrait mode for selfies. It definitely is better. Now before we wrap, let's do a quick blind test. 3 sets of images, at the end of which you guess which one was shot with Realme X or the Oppo K3. So you leave a comment below saying Realme X is AAA or ABA, or the Oppo K3 is AAA, BB, BAB, whatever it is, whatever combination you think it is, just let me know in the comments below. So here goes. The first set, set number 2, the final one. So go on, leave a comment down below, and here's the reveal. The Realme X was A, and B. Did you get that right? Let me know in the comments. So overall, when it comes to cameras, the Realme X seems to fare a lot better than the Oppo K3. If you're buying the K3 at the offer price and getting it 2K lower than what the Realme X sells for, then it might be worth it as it does perform reasonably well, and under good light it's almost as good as the camera on the Realme X. But if you are choosing between both these phones at the same price point, then the flagship IMX586 on the Realme X is stronger, and it especially shows under challenging conditions like when the light dips. Given almost everything else between these two phones are the same, at the same price, I'd definitely go with the Realme X and its superior optics. Now, I've had a few requests from you guys on this camera comparison, so I hope you guys found this video useful. If you did, please share the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't yet, and ring that bell if you've already subscribed so that you can, get notified whenever I upload a video. So I guess that's pretty much it for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash, you've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.